together too, Dylan, since the collegiate-like matchup that we had before, which is great. So we got Trio Abusers on the blue side, Gamers Unite on the red side or pink side, whatever you want to call it. Doesn't quite matter, but you see YouAlreadyLose on the Dubu. He's feeling good on Dubu lately.
Definitely, and YouAlreadyLose on Dubu. It's just a lot of alliteration. We love to see it. And on the Dubu skin.
This is the best of 3, by the way, so they will have to win 2 matches, 2 technically best of 5s, for them to get the victory there. Rasmus for Bells, so makes it interesting on what these opening awakenings are. We will see after the draft. Vaughn's having fun today, trying out Luna. We'll see that and how things go there. We do got the overlay updated for you all, so you can know what the numbers are. But Juliet on the other side, that's probably going alongside to, I think that was Snake, was playing Juliet in the last game. Slop on the Vice, I'm assuming, and it was Lumost last go around. So, yes, that is what we see here. Ignore the extra Juliet on the screen, and we'll see in just a second what these opening awakenings are as we're on Cotton City. And, okay, Catalyst is one of them. And then we get to see Missile Prop, too.
Missile Prop, beautiful stuff. I mean, this is a very weird composition from Gamers Unite, but something that could work. I've seen this in comp. I mean, it could definitely, and boom, there you go. Trio Abusers, Juliet already out of the fight here. I think the colors are a bit swapped right now as Trio Abusers.
Oh, yeah, Trio Abusers are the blue. Yes, that's correct.
It's all good. Just press the keys, you know, do your thing. It's all good. Anyway,
it is all good. But yeah, as you were mentioning, I mean, things swap around a couple times, and we get things fixed as best as we can. But Vaughn using the boost is going to be the thing to look out for, because whenever they go boosting around, they are unstoppable, it feels like, and nobody can contend with them. They have the positioning, and as you can see that with the passing play over the Bells, this is the coordination you're expected to see.
Absolutely. I mean, this is a crazy pick for Vaughn here. He is just zooming all over the place. Good core flip here from the Debu, but Snake says no thank you. Sends it right back home to sender.
That they do. Snake with their first goal for their team, and so you expect to score the goals on the side of Gamers Unite. Gamers Unite are the ones in red, and Trio Abusers, as you see now, are the ones in blue. You do see the Crater coming out, and Snake with a great KO with that dash punch, and nothing that they could do to stop that.
Yep, see you later, Vaughn. Come back in 6 seconds. Core flips coming out through the middle. A little bit of a dirt play. I've done that many times in comp before. It happens to the best of us. Vaughn comes right back up, trying to get this Atten City goal barrier out, which is probably as big as the Jubu in goal there. Good saves from YouAlreadyLose, but he's probably losing that goal barrier. Good response from the other side as well. This might be an easy goal, and it will be. Bells just taps it in with the Rasmus.
Nice tap-in for them to get that one, and Bells, again, the one to look out for on the Trio Abusers for getting these goals. As you can see, they were able to pick up that Catalyst, so some extra energy, some extra speed, and when you're able to pick up so many orbs on Atten City, there is so much you could do with that energy, and maybe they're hoping for a fire-up or even an Egoist awakening for them to use later on after the draft. And well, speaking of the draft, we're already into it for this first set, 3-1. Pretty expected for the 4-time reigning champions.
And might make it 5 here as well. Let's see what Gamers Unite can do in this draft. No energy-based awakenings as of right now, looking at the Monumentalist and Timeless Creator for that pick on Dubu. Very interesting stuff here. Hot shot coming out for the Rasmus.
That was a great denial for Vice for extra special. They do not want to give that to the Luna, because otherwise, after every single goal is scored, they get their creator special ability back, and that is so annoying to deal with. So, makes sense to get that Timeless Creator on the Dubu as well. Extra stagger for the Juliet. All in all, a pretty decent draft across the board.
Absolutely. I think the Dubu on the creations and the Amy on the Monumentalist really helps with their setups as well. I mean, Dubu's really going to try to guard the goal, because YouAlreadyLose already lost the shield.
Look at that chunky turret.
Oh my goodness, that conveyor belt is conveying, moving so fast. Vice ultimate coming out. Maybe a little bit of space for Slop here. Gamers Unite really pressing onto this advantage as of right now, but that goal barrier is gone faster than the girls on Tinder that I texted. Oh my goodness, it's going. We've got both goals open, and man, Slop might just grab it in here.
Slop's having a good time when they were playing so far forward, but it was a little bit overzealous, and that does get countered by Bells and Vaughn, who had a bit more speed to work with, and both those strikers are able to use their secondaries to get across the field or the arena as often as they want, especially with the extra boost from Vaughn just going postal, it seems like sometimes. Slop and Snake and Lumost all bunched up in the corner, and you see the eject button on Slop so that they can play a little bit more aggressive as a goalie, and that's what Slop typically tends to do as a goalie.
Absolutely. Slop really likes playing that aggressive goalie type, especially on the Vice goalie. You can get really aggressive, so this works out in his favor. Both goals are open. Bells can tap it in. A big deny from Slop there. YouAlreadyLose going to throw out the candy log. Man, I would love some of that candy right now. What do you think it tastes like? A little bit of victory, maybe? Happiness? Something like that. Good ping-pong and coming back and forth from both of these sides, but it could be anybody's game here in any moment of time. YouAlreadyLose going to grab another Dubu log here. Vaughn playing him back up, and that's what I love about this pick here. And, oh man, Snake just punches it through. Didn't sugarcoat it.
Unfortunately, we have all the sugar already from YouAlreadyLose, so they didn't want us to just overindulge ourselves there. It had to be a little spicy. What is like the... not the Jolly Ranchers, but the Sour Patch Kids like slogan. Not sponsored, by the way, but could
sour,
be maybe someday.
Sweet, gone, you know?
Exactly, that's what it is. So that was what we saw right there. As speaking of gone, and so is the goal bearer. And speaking of Vaughn, well, they aren't able to connect with their missile that they're going for their primary strike, so they have to go for a different striker's chance to get that goal bearer down. And everything's kind of bunched up on this bottom part of the arena, and some great possession plays from Lumost, Slop, and Snake, and great core flip to get this away.
Just keep a look at Bells, though. He is absolutely low. That goal barrier still gets out of there. He's been staying alive this entire time on the Rasmus, and he just taps it in. What an amazing play there. An entire team goal for Trio Abusers.
Spin to win. That's what we saw from Bells, using their secondary to put that one on through. A light attack with the whip is all that's necessary for them to get the goal. And as you mentioned, a full team effort, a trio effort for them to get that one. But Snake trying to bring them back from the brink. The goal barrier down yet again. Bells denied by Lumost. And there goes the goal. Another great play the other direction. And we're tied going into a potential goal 5.
This is going back and forth, going to the wire. Which team will get this set to? Let's find out here in a bit. Again, Slop doing great work on the goal there, setting up the teleport just in case if he has to go in and play a little aggressive. Throws out the energy burst there, but that is to no avail. The barrier is gone, and Bells just taps it in like always. And another advantage for True Abusers.
There we go. Even with Gamers Unite doing all that they can to try and get the victory, Trio Abusers are inevitable. It seems like they are Thanos in the end game. And speaking of Primetime Tuesdays, it had to happen eventually. Primetime on Infinite, baby.
Come on, YouAlreadyLose. You can't be pressing on Orb Dance right now. You got to get the Primetime. It's a rule.
I mean, it makes sense. Orb Dance is really good on Atten City, because you're able to pick up so many orbs, you get that speed boost, and it helps out your team a little bit more there for Bells, and maybe a little bit of a denial, too, for Slop on the other side, so that they couldn't just go crazy being all aggressive as a goalie. But you see Primetime from a couple of them, the Orb Ponderer for some extra cooldowns for YouAlreadyLose, which is a big pickup, too, and now we get to see heavy impact. I mean, it is the Awakening that is carried off of Vice, and happy birthday to Vice too. We didn't even mention that. Vice and Octavia.
Vice and Octavia. Octavia slightly edging out her sister there in the birthday wishes because she was born first, but big birthday match here for Slop's Vice pick. And YouAlreadyLose is going to have to try to ponder that orb a bunch as he's getting staggered out by Snake in that goal line, but he'll have plenty of time with these once these orbs come back up.
Oof. And if you're wondering what the 0-0 it is, that is the games. This is a best of 3, but it is technically best of 5 in each individual game, as you can see on that top scoreboard. If it's a little confusing, I mean, that's just the way the game goes. And Bell's confusing Slop there. You mentioned a great core flip. That's exactly what we saw. The turret wasn't enough for them to stop it.
Nice Sony salute out there from Vaughn. Shout out Sony yet again. And this is going to be interesting here. Maybe Gamers Unite can try to avoid the clean sweep in our first matchup here on Atten City. Let's see what Lumost, Slop, and Snake can do to claw their way back into this matchup. We've seen them come back multiple times and fight to the brink with Trio Abusers. And it's kind of interesting with this newest patch. They cannot Trio Abuse anymore in their current ranks, which is interesting to say the least.
That is very true. They do have to solo queue just a little bit. And there is now the Pro League rank that a lot of these players are at. And speaking of the Pro League, shout out to Odyssey Interactive, who are putting on that Pro League Invitational this weekend that's coming up. It's going to be the qualifiers for the main event. Qualifiers happening on Saturday. It's going to be round robin into a group stage, so look out for that, but also look out for Snake tying things up.
Look out for Snake. He round robin that core right into that goal, tying it up. I mean, it looks like Gamers Unite isn't dead just yet.
That's very true. Trying to do everything they can to stay alive on Otten City.
Ooh.
But sometimes you just got to roll with the punches, and the punches coming out from Snake, Lumost, and Slop with that extra special using the Supernova to get that one away. Couldn't charge it up too much. Thunderstruck will be getting on the show for the set list as Bells, Vaughn, and YouAlreadyLose are trying to close out the set list early.
Slop definitely using that eject button to his advantage. You can see him just go right into the center there and just do some damage, but that's not enough. His goal barrier is open, so he's just got to go counter back to this goal here. Snake trying his best to counter this Dubu, and that would work. Watch out for Bells. He might tap it right in. Rory McIlroy, PGA Tour type beat, and it's going around and around the red goal. That conveyor belt is conveying. All these players just congealing in that left center area there, and that's a huge hit. Bells is out, and looks like Slop and Gamers Unite can bring this back. Hopefully, they can make something work in the next 5 seconds here. We're into overtime. This core is going to be bouncing around like a kid at Chuck E. Cheese. It's going to be absolutely insane. Vaughn's trying to get it back. Slop is defending the goal. Oh my goodness, Lumost trying his best. Score flip, and then YouAlreadyLose into the save. Keep me going here. I'm calling both games. Oh my goodness, Lumost gonna try to get that glitch. Doesn't really work out. Slop has to clear it down to the bottom side here to get away from that pumpkin fortress. YouAlreadyLose doing an amazing Majubu masterclass, but it's not enough. Snake, Vice on Slop. Amazing stuff. They're up in this matchup.
Wow. But we have seen this happen again. The power chord hitting the riff as best as they can on their birthday for Vice and Slop representing them pretty well, but still not enough. Had to rely on Snake to get that final piece of the pie, the piece de resistance for them to get that goal, and they need one more at least to get their first set. Otherwise, it'll be a 3-0 in game number 1. They'll have to pull off a full reverse sweep in this best of 3 final. A great KO, though.
Great KO. This is definitely working for Trio Abusers, but keep a look on Vaughn here. His shield is getting massively low. It is not working out in his favor at the moment. He is massively staggered. Snake looking like he's going to try to take advantage of this. Maybe, possibly, and yes, he does. He taps it right in. Gamers Unite doing a great job keeping this goal barrier up at the moment. But here comes Vaughn. He's coming back. Good save from YouAlreadyLose, and Slop trying to play up, and you're seeing that eject button work out for them as the whole team grabs this goal and grabs a match off of Trio Abusers.
That they do. It seemed like it could have been the old Trio Abusers special of a 3-0 sweep. But hey, we see Fire Up not as effective on its lonesome without everyone else able to take that. As you see, speed up on energy use and grant energy to allies as you use that energy burst. But of course, we are going to see somebody take that, and it is going to be that Juliet first. Egoist, not as effective if you don't have any of those other energy burst awakenings. And speaking of orbs, Orb Replicator now being able to be shared with the speed boost that we already saw from YouAlreadyLose for that Dubu. Huge pickup. We see Twin Drive as well. More boost for the Trio Abusers. This is Trio Abusers set to win based off this Awakening draft.
Trio Abusers, more like Trio of Boosters. They can be boosting it around. And that big Orb Replicator, I mean, YouAlreadyLose has been pondering the orb this entire match. Now he can share his knowledge with his team. And that was a double shield elimination. So we're going to see something very interesting with only 48 seconds to go.
That we are. Both goal barriers down, and this might be a chance for a goal for the Trio Abusers. They put the tofu wall, which is more like a pumpkin wall, with this Boo Dubu skin, or Spooky Dubu, whatever you want to call it. Bells passing to himself, getting that energy up as best as he can. Now everyone on Trio Abusers has their core flip ready. The energy burst is bursting from the seams, and the enemy turret's going to save the day a little bit there.
Still, watch out for Lumost, and there you go. Oh my goodness, no, it was Vaughn that was killed. Lumost is still low. What a core flip. Lumost, oh my gosh, so low. They're all using all their core flips. Bells trying to get into that putting range. He needs to get there, but Snake taps it in. See ya later, goodbye.
Wow, the rollout with the delay on the animation for You Already Lose on Dubu made it so he couldn't move out of that animation in time to go up for the simple core strike save. Happens all the time for Dubu players across the world, but he's just going to have to take that one on the chin and go forward afterwards, as we see here. Gold Bear already down, looking for the finish. Great core flip into the turret. I'm liking the angles from this special from Lumost, but no! We see an elusive come out. Maybe they thought they had a core flip when they didn't.
That is unfortunate for Slop, and I mean, look at Trio Abusers. They're coming back. They're showing the world that maybe they're playing with their food a bit. They're letting this be a little closer than normal. Gamers Unite have to fight this out, and you did see Slop again play a little bit aggressive, but oh my goodness, look at how low Bells is. Vaughn coming into that goal area to contend with Slop. Lumost low as well, and that's a Dubu goal! Get Dubu'd!
That's the second Dubu goal in a row. You Already Lose is not going to lose whatsoever. It feels like they lost a set, but not going to lose the game with the way things are progressing. And I talked about that Awakenings draft and how crucial it was for this to come out for You Already Lose. And I did get it a bit wrong. We do have that Orb Ponderer for You Already Lose so that he can share those extra cooldown reductions for the rest of his teammates by picking up those orbs. And there goes the K off the side. This might be just the end of the road for Gamers Unite in this first game.
Absolutely. With their shield burst coming out, Bells is going to do a core flip. Great block from Slop.
Nice.
This is only biding time, though. The time could be coming any moment now. The moment of reckoning from You Already Lose, Bells and Vaughn. They could just grab this first matchup at any moment. Gamers Unite not going to be sitting idly by and watching their entire tournament run go up in flames. Nice, dangerous ults here. No core flips on the sides, except You Already Lose has one. Just got that up as I was speaking. Uses it right here. Slop needs to save it. Vaughn coming in, trying to get this goal. Tap it in. They need to get this first match, and there it goes. The first match going to Trio Abusers in a pretty dang close first game.
Whew. Close game, but not close enough for Gamers Unite to feel as competitive as they should have against the Trio Abusers. But Trio Abusers, again, every time we see this team in the Awakening draft, that is where I feel like they win the games the most against their opponents. You don't see any counters that come out for those picks. You don't really see much of a nuisance for the Trio Abusers, regardless of what happens in the Awakenings draft, because of the strikers that they choose are so versatile for their Awakenings based on the positions that they are playing in. Everything worked out in that last Awakening draft, which eventually won them it out. And why You Already Lose was able to get those two goalie goals back to back, and there was nothing that the Gamers Unite team could do there. And let's look at these stats real quick. Not really many KOs compared to the last one, and that works in the favor of the Trio Abusers as Vaughn, not the bruiser like Bells, getting 4 KOs with that boost.
But I do want to shout out Slop here. Look at this, 65 saves, 15,000 damage, 19 shots. No goals, but that's okay. As a goalie, you don't need to have the goals. But man, You Already Lose did not lose on the goal game today. Grabbing 2 on Dubu. You know I love to see a Dubu goal.
That we do love to see. Let's come back to our cams for a sec here while we get set up for the next game real quick. Letting the Trio Abusers know that they can queue first. They are queued. So, lovely producer, if you could hear me, please queue for us as well. Queue time.
Queue time. It's time to press
and then we'll let the other team know that they can queue as well. Eventually, we'll be able to see some better lobby situations for this, and I can't wait for that to happen. But also, shout out to the devs, Odyssey Interactive, for all the work they've been putting in. It's only been, what, a month and some change since release?
Yeah, almost 2.
All the great work that they've been putting on.
Absolutely. You got to give it up for these devs. They're really listening to the community, wanting to see this game grow. I mean, it's an absolute treat watching Primetime Tuesday every single week. And while my teams could not participate today,
sadly,
unfortunately, the SCU boys were, doing college things, sleeping in a bit. It's okay. It's
How dare they?
I mean, I did it a lot in college too. I mean, I think we all did. But it's really good to see more teams coming up to the caliber of Trio Abusers as we get into this next matchup. Big Night Market fan here. I love Night Market, the speed boost thingy in the middle. The 2 walls make for interesting deflections, as we all know. Looking like they're going to try to be banning your Ninja Boy here.
The Octavia is definitely a meme pick because nobody's picking Octavia based on the recent nerfs, even with the bug fixes that have happened. And of course, they are going to go for the Drakkar ban. They do not like playing against Vaughn's Drakkar because that is his primary striker that he goes with, and usually has like, what was it, an 80% win percentage against the top teams that are out there with it. At one point it was 100%, and they would not lose with Jakar. So every time anyone faced off against trio abusers, they would go for that ban. But I'm interested to see what we witness from both of these teams again. It looks like we see a similar comp set with Kai for Vaughn for the forward, and YouAlreadyLose. Oh, okay.
Oh, okay.
I like
the
it.
Luna.
They're having fun. They're having fun with the Luna because they were talking on their stream earlier for Firelight TV. Shout out there if you want to watch Vaughn's perspective in the future and for some other stuff that they can play whatever they want with these weeklies because it's not as serious as the Pro League will be. And YouAlreadyLose always feels so confident on this IME. So this will be an interesting comp. They're going to be a bit more squishy compared to the other side. So maybe they'll work in the advantage of Gamers Unite as extra special for everyone and Spark of Agility for Bells.
Bells with the Spark of Agility might be the difference maker here, but don't know that until we get into this game, and we already have one goal barrier down here. I know they like taking away Vaughn's shotgun lizard, but shouting out him to the last match, 28,000 damage, the biggest damage dealer that last match. I don't think any character is safe from Vaughn's hands, but Vaughn is definitely not safe. He's already staggered at the moment.
It makes sense. Luna has such low stagger to start with compared to some of the other strikers, so it's really smart to target Vaughn in these opening sets. And if you can get this opening set against him, that's going to be huge. And Snake, yet again, getting the first goal for Gamers Unite. They didn't get the first goal in the game last time, but they did get the first goal for their team last time in that opening set.
Thank goodness that this Rasmus isn't on IME's app, because normally they're adversaries, but the Amy to Rasmus connection here was very strong. And let's hope they can build off of that momentum as Snake is just whipping around with this scythe whip and whipping out those two goal barriers. Maybe Gamers Unite could try to figure something out here, get a goal up, get into this territory, but Lumost bouncing like a trampoline off that corner. He's so staggered. He needs to get out of this scenario, and he gets out the wrong way off the side.
That he does. Gets off the side. Snake looking for that energy burst for the goal as well, but easily denied by YouAlreadyLose. Even with this goal barrier still remaining for Gamers Unite, they are feeling so much pressure, but Bells, again, early set, easy time to go for those KOs, somehow surviving, dodging everything, except the glitch pop that time, and finally Snake hits him off the side.
Look at this, Snake doing an absolute masterclass at the moment, showing us who's boss on Rasmus, grabbing the second goal, and I think 2 KOs so far.
Yep, 2 KOs, looking strong for this team, has scored every single goal for their team, and they are feeling on top of the world with the way that they are playing. But we already see the Crater come out, then the missile, and Snake is fully staggered.
Oh, no.
Not able to go off the side. We only saw the punch, but not the dash punch from Bells, and YouAlreadyLose with the IME. Just going to send them away.
Absolutely. You got to hope that Snake is acting more like a Hydra. The more heads you cut off, the more grow back. But, I mean, trio abusers are not going to be taking this down too lightly at all. And we're going to see how both these teams react with the next Awakening draft. Of course, Vaughn coming up to the top of the arena, try to grab an easy goal here. Gamers Unite having the disadvantage here on the shields, but I do have to shout out Slop here. He's been doing an absolute amazing work as a goalie. Snake again being targeted, and he's staggered. He's low, and Bells is circling. There he goes off the edge of the map for the second time so far. And it looks like that Gamers Unite, even though they're getting these goals down, trio abusers are thundering back with a passion.
That they are. We see the Giga Blast come out, but it actually is to their detriment. Bells didn't even need to touch that one, really, for it to go in their own net. Vaughn credited with the goal as it hits off the top, and they can't recover in time for the save. So the first goal, by a mishap, goes the other direction for Vaughn.
We might be able to see a little bit of a reverse sweep here, but we still don't know. I mean, both these teams are just so good at the moment, and there's a core flip coming out, grabbing one goal barrier off the side of Gamers Unite. Slop is off of his game at the moment. Grabbing those 2 goal barriers are gone, and trio abusers can tie this match up so far. Nice goal barrier, and my goodness, off of the side as the Amy goes down, and we're tied in this set, ladies and gentlemen.
Free for trio abusers to tie things up, and I talked about it before. This is the trio abuser special. Even when they're down, they are not out. You see them scale as the levels continue to grow higher with the XP gains for these players. They get more power, they do more stagger, they get more stagger themselves, and it's working out for the best. Bells is now doing so much damage for those KOs, and It can't be stopped. If it's a 3-on-2 situation against the best in the business, well, it's hard to really stay in business against them.
Absolutely. The bell is ringing for all of these team members on Gamers Unite. Both these forwards looking really scared right now. Bell's also staggered. Snake going to try to whip him out of shape, but doesn't really work. Vaughn's got this core down here, and just watch what he's going to do here. He might jet up to the very top here, and as he does, boom, there you go. Snake going to do some quick work, open up that goal for his team, but look at these two midfielders right here. Bells and Vaughn going to try to make this connection to grab this extra goal barrier and keep the core on that side of the court. It'll be an interesting play, Cotton. Let's see if it works out. YouAlreadyLose getting the goalie off of the Amy here. Snake, nice little court flip, and Lumost taps it in for the Gamers Unite, up 1-0 in this match so far.
First lead that we have seen anyone have against Trio Abusers the entire tournament today. We saw some teams able to get a single set, but not much after that. Rapid fire available, specialized training will be huge to scale with the extra special. They definitely want to deny that from the Luna, but they're not going to. Instead, built different, so extra impacts and increased size for the Rasmus to be a bit more effective. And specialized training for free, not what you want to see going to Vaughn, but I do respect going built different for them to scale their own picks a little bit better. And Spark of Focus, you could tell that Bells is going for Spark City. They already have two now, the Focus and the Agility. We'll see how the others come up.
I mean, Bells is seeing the camera. He's seeing the lights. He's got to get some Spark action going here, and he'll be an even more unstoppable force with those. But we'll see how the Awakenings go in his favor. Already a goal barrier down on the side of Trio Abusers, but they're going to Trio abuse their way onto the other side of the court. Look at Bells and Vaughn's positioning right here, just absolutely stuffing these guys. But Vaughn, I spoke too soon. He's off the side. Not a whole lot of jetpacks that can get Luna out of this situation.
Tough situation to be in, as you mentioned, even with all those jetpacks available. And we do see the glitch pop work out perfectly timed for them to get that final goal barrier down. Even down a little bit, Vaughn flying forward. Snake looking for the pendulum swing, but can't get the perfect KO off of YouAlreadyLose for the stun. They just got a little stagger, but couldn't stagger them far enough. And the turrets, the pressure that we saw from Snake, YouAlreadyLose, I feel like that was a bit of a mistake.
It definitely was. I think he might have misclicked or something. I've got no clue. He's got to be thinking, I've got to clutch up right now. I might be going down against Gamers Unite, and they're definitely making this match very interesting at the moment. Snake doing some offensive damage, throwing out that boomerang, I guess. I don't really know what it's called. I don't play Rasmus, but I know other people who do, like Snake, doing a great job at the moment. Oh man, this is ping-ponging all over the court at the moment. Oh! Bells, again, very low. You got to watch out, buddy. That Juliet, he's going to grab an orb, but that may or may not extend his life. Oh my gosh! He just takes out Snake right there, and that's the Rasmus off the map.
That they are off the map. Not much they could do. You see the XD coming out from Lumost, and the Crater, and the Missile, and the KO, the Flurry from Bells. The combos that are coming out from Trio Abusers, they are in sync as best as can be. There goes the goal bear, and there goes the goal in just a sec. Bells with some extra spicy plays. They're waiting for the KO to go off the screen and taking their time for that core flip to go in.
I mean, they are just showing us why they are the best team in the game in North America at the moment. And you're seeing it live right here. I mean, Vaughn and YouAlreadyLose grabbing up those KOs, and here come the conveyor belts on both sides. Vaughn teleporting back. Interesting play. Let's see if that works out in his favor. YouAlreadyLose does not see, however, that glitch coming out. Ooh, good deflect from Slop. Slaps it right out of his hands, and Vaughn staggered. Maybe Gamers Unite can capitalize on this. It looks like Snake's definitely trying to. Oh my goodness, look at that. What a meme there. Bells is super comfy too. And Vaughn's going to just grab this. He's super staggered, but he's still going to go in and grab that barrier. And Snake going to try to bring this back in, grab that other barrier, and try to equalize and get on top of this next set.
It's a tough situation to be in for Gamers Unite, even with all the pressure that was working in their favor. Bells just going solo for that KO, and there goes the solo gold barrier that was available for Gamers Unite to hold on to with their life, but the life is flashing before the eyes of Trio Abusers as they are down a set and maybe down a goal soon with their goal barrier gone, but there goes the KO, there goes the goal from YouAlreadyLose, another goalie goal with the glitch pop.
And a long range one at that, definitely driving it out there. And thank you, chat, for the clarification there. It's a chain sickle. I probably said it was a scythe. It's a chained sickle. So the more you know.
I mean, a lot of people call it scythes. A
mean,
sickle is just a smaller scythe.
A smaller scythe, probably even a little curvier there. Yeah. But you know what's not curvy? The way the core is deflecting around this arena, grabbing those 2 goal barriers, but Gamers Unite not out of it just yet. Their goal might be open, but look at Snake on this offensive ability here. Slop going to send it up towards Lumost. Maybe they can get something here, but Snake and Vaughn dangerously low. We might be seeing a stagger fight, ladies and gentlemen. Bells is not going to have any of it protecting Vaughn with his life. Here comes the core flip there, and Vaughn going to grab another one, and we're even in the sets.
I have to call that out because that was a beautiful play between Vaughn and Bells. Bells was delaying the core as much as they could because they knew Vaughn was able to use that the boost to go for that. And twin drive available, I doubt that's going to be going all the way to Vaughn because they know how well that had been working out before. But interesting to see how these creations go. Primetime, of course, for truly abusers for Juliet. And then we do see the Timeless Creator because creations gain size and duration. That works out for the Death Touch now after the newest patch.
Yeah, it's a creation now, and that just makes a lot of sense for him. Quick Strike going to the opposing Imi. And Lumost is just going to grab those aerials, so hopefully he can blink a little bit faster and gain the advantage over Vaughn, who's been soaring around this map recently.
That they have been soaring around as best as they can, but a KO comes out already from Vaughn, and you see Vaughn flying around the map. Bells doing the best that they can for YouAlreadyLose to just play an easy game of defense. And 3-on-1 situation, they get 1 goal barrier, the second goal barrier for free or half off, you could say, and the turret's not going to be doing too much to delay the inevitable here. And it feels like there's so much inevitability happening against this Trio Abusers team. So as they scale, things get even tougher to face off against them. And that was a real quick one.
2-for-1 special for Bells there. He went to Wendy's and grabbed the fo-fo-fo. Oh my goodness. Yeah, I mean, he's doing really good offensively. Oh, jeez, and he does it again.
Man.
Snake is so low. Bells is just not going to sugarcoat it. Vaughn grabbing the double KO there. And Mama, come get this man. They are absolutely just tearing apart. Gamers Unite, and they're not united right now at the moment. They're
not at all.
Absolutely falling. Divided, they fall at the moment. Oh, and Vaughn grabbing it in. I mean, Slop doing a great job throwing out the heart, possibly as a remorseful thing here. Great save from YouAlreadyLose. As you mentioned, Lumost getting low. Slop going to try to stop this, but you can't stop a fist.
A fist, a kick, whatever it is coming from Juliet. Can't stop. Paid train, baby. As that is what Gamers Unite are on, and they haven't been able to get off. They've been trying to get a breather for a moment and having to dash away from the crater already coming out from Vaughn because they know how quickly they're able to get that back with the length of these goal scoring opportunities have been going with these sets. But speaking of sets, with the way things are going as well, it looks like there's only 1 more remaining after this one if Trio Abusers can get this next goal.
And that means that they win their 5th consecutive Primetime Tuesday as well, which is something that it's a streak that will live in infamy. As you can see, Snake already off the map as well as we were talking, but oh my goodness, the Imi there grabbing that core flip and just shooting it into the corner. Gamers Unite are not dead just yet.
Not dead yet, having signs of life, and that's exactly what you want to see from them. But will it be the death throes of them in this set? Well, it is for Imi, as they're off the edge already, quickly into it. 5 seconds less than that. I think it was 3, and there goes another one.
No.
Maybe there's going to be a 3-piece here, too, if they could get Slop off the side. Using the Julie Hearts, they know it's a hard time for them here on the arena in Night Market, where all the deals are for the other side, and they aren't able to come up with anything in the bargain bin.
Bells, please, they have families. Why are you doing this? And he does it again. 2 members of Gamers Unite are down. Snake's the only one left, and he might get KO'd here, and he can't do a whole lot. They're going to take this set, and Trio Abusers won. 3 goals away, 1 set away from walking away with their 5th consecutive championship.
Oof. 1 set away, as you mentioned. Fire-ups available. I don't think they even need it. Deadeye, they need to make sure that does not go to...
Yes.
The Luna, but even then, missile propulsion's huge as well. There's so much that works out for Vaughn here, and they're more Spark City for Bells. They're having a good time. They got 3 sparks already, all the speed, all the cooldowns, all the stagger, and you do see that deny for the missile propulsion, but missile propulsion kind of helps with the Giga Blast for the Kai, so that's a huge pickup in Glass Cannon. Well, you're going to be seeing a speedy Luna from Vaughn too, and I didn't really like that last pick from Snake, but he kind of went with it.
He kind of had to, I'm very sure. I mean, there's not a whole lot that you can work with when you're last in the draft there, and you're already seeing an absolute brawl, WWE-style cage match at the center of this map. It's going absolutely nuts. Bell's getting really low, and oh no, Snake's ganging up on him. He's hoping for the Hydra, but maybe we'll get a copper snake. Are those the ones that are not venomous but look scary? I'm not too sure.
There's some saying about it. I'm sure chat knows better than me.
I grew up in a desert. There's a snake that looks like the rattlesnake, and it hisses and sounds like a rattle, but it's not venomous. So he's acting like that, possibly. Maybe a little too big for his britches here. Vaughn trying to grab this goal here. Games United's goal is already open, and he just taps it right in. Sony saluting away. Slop,
the dribbles.
Man. The dribbles are absolutely nuts with the ice skates on. It's. I'm not going to say it's over, but it sure is feeling this way if you're on Gamers Unite.
That it does. Trio Abusers showing why they are the #1 team in the world currently. Well, I mean, at least in North America. We haven't done international stuff, but with the way that they've been performing, all the competitions they've been winning, and they're going to be the #1 seed basically going into the Pro League Invitational, it makes sense why they are so dominant. And they have Ginger Pop, who's on the NASL team. On that roster too, which is huge. And there's so many KOs going on. We don't even have time to talk about them because there's so many KOs happening. You could blink and miss one every single second, and there's a KO off the side. 2 goals to 0. One final goal here. Surplus, I'm just giving it to you.
Trio Abusers have turned this map into a death match, an absolute blood-wrenching ordeal, and there we go again. The IME on the side of Gamers Unite gone. Goal barrier down as well. YouAlreadyLose and Bells at the top here. YouAlreadyLose is pushing up towards the middle. That's how bad it is right now. They're just trying to focus on these kills and these KOs. They're trying to keep everybody down. Slop can't do a whole lot here, and here comes the final goal. I'm calling it right here. Unless Gamers Unite can do something, and they can't. Trio Abusers walk away as Primetime Tuesday victors. Congratulations.
Victory number 5, as you see from Trio Abusers going undefeated, not dropping a single game during the tournament today. 5-0 in the Swiss stage, got the #1 seed out of that after not dropping a single game. I think they only dropped like 2 or 3 sets here and there. And there we go. Trio Abusers special. You expect to see from this team. Let's take a look at the stats in just a sec to see how many KOs. Let's get a quick guess. I'm guessing 15.
20.
Oh, 15 for Bells.
15 for Bells. You were right. 26. Spot on. Oh, my goodness. 26 coming out. And I was telling you, it's a death match out there. Absolutely brutal stuff.
Wow.
It looked very, very bad going into that last set for the red team, for Gamers Unite. But, I mean, you just got to respect the dominance here. 31,000 damage from Vaughn. Are you kidding me?
Wow.
Lumost carrying Lumost weight as well. The Lumost weight on their team. 25,000 damage. And, I mean, Vaughn just going in with the kills, with the goals, and Bell's going in with the damage. It just was not close at all going towards the end of that.
No, it was not. And what a finish that was, too. When you're getting KO'd that many times, 28 total, mind you. YouAlreadyLose had 2 KOs themselves, more than both Slop and Lumost, to where Snake only got 3. One more than the goalie on the other side. And even with the damage totals, that wasn't necessary because of how fast and furious the Trio Abusers were. This is definitely the most KOs I've seen collectively from that team. And if anyone is watching this, getting prepared for the Pro League Invitational this weekend, you need some sort of answer for everyone on this roster. There's not a weakness in this trio that you can see visibly from these players. Sometimes we've seen teams take a single game or a couple sets, but it's still not enough for them to do that. And Surplus, we still have a West bracket ahead of us.
We still do. I mean, I'm kind of copying your style right here. I got the Hawaiian shirt because it's nice. It's sunny. I mean, it's hot here in Lubbock, Texas. I hit 109 today. I felt like I was in an air fryer the entire time, and I don't even have a beach to share it with, right? But out there on the West Coast, they've got plenty of sunny beaches, plenty of water and fun, and something tells me you're going to see a lot more of me in the West very soon. A little hint there, you know, a little hint.
Little hint there. But I mean, like later tonight, too, after we take a little bit of a break, we'll be seeing you in the West. Mystic, I think, will be joining us, too, from the East Coast to talk about how some of his matches went, but also the matches going on there. Bit of a lengthy break for this one as we wait for round 4 of the Swiss stage for the Western bracket to finish. We'll be hopping into round 5 after that. And then they got a decently lengthy bracket stage for the teams that remain there. So we're going to be taking a bit of a break. Go get some snacks. Get ready for the Western Conference bracket. We'll be back in a bit.